What's going on, guys? Day one of our basic pistol series, where today I'm going to cover the equipment that I use, the setup that I have, and why I set up the way that I do, and then we're going to get into drawing your weapon out of the holster a little bit. So, nobody outranks safety. This weapon is empty, and the magazine I have in here for instructional purposes for the video is also empty. So let's start off with the belt that I'm wearing. The inner belt I have on is a Hanley Leathers Work belt. He makes a great product. It's a everyday belt you could use. It's leather on the outside, and if you just undo it, reverse it around, redo it again with the buckle swivels. The other side is Velcro. So if you're somebody who finds yourself in some kind of undercover detail, or somebody who has a kit in your trunk or a go bag somewhere, throw his belt on and you can throw your kit on right over it, and if it's a two belt system, you can take your outer belt Velcro right to his. So the inner belt is Hanley Leatherworks. The outer belt that I'm running right now is from Sub Second. This is the operator belt. I've been running this for about 1.5 years now. I got talking to Jeff down at Sub Second. He's a veteran owned business. I met a couple people who were running his belts. They all had great things to say about it. I was in the market for a new belt at the time. I tried Sub Second out, and they're phenomenal. So I can't say enough good things about them. Another thing that's Sub Second on here is this. It's called the Worm. The longer version of that is the Weapon Orientation Retention Module. I think I got that right. All it's used for is if you're running a rifle with your kit and you sling it behind you, you can unhook part of this worm, wrap it around the stock of the rifle, hook it onto a webbing back here, and it kind of keeps the rifle in place. It allows you to be a little more mobile and not have that rifle bouncing around on you if you had to run or crawl, or if you had to go hands-on with somebody for whatever reason. So that's what that is, and that's the belt I'm running. The magazine pouches that I'm using are from Crane Carry Solutions, and they're always going to be right here on my weak side, because naturally, if I need to reload a pistol, my weak hand will just fall to my weak side. It's been falling right there, right around that pocket line my entire life. So if my weapon system goes down, my pistol pouch, magazine pouches are here, my rifle ones are here. Crane Carry Solutions makes them both. To the right of my center is going to be my holster. It's a Black Hawk holster, and I take the holster and I kind of move it a little forward of my hip line, because I find it to be a little more efficient to come almost like right to the pocket area rather than going back to where my hip line would be. I just think that facing your target and being able to draw up and come out of your holster a little forward of that hip line is a little more efficient for me, and that's where I tell people to kind of use it. It's also more comfortable if you're sitting in a vehicle. It's not so far off to the side for you. Behind the holster is my IFAK, Individual First Aid Kit. I keep it right by my holster because if I ever need it, my strong hand is going to be what's accessing it right behind the holster. But also, if someone's going to use it on me, if I need help and I can't get to it for some reason, I can say it's behind my holster. Somebody can very easily look at me, find the weapon, find the holster, and behind the holster where the IFAK is, it's just an easy thing to track, easy to find for somebody if I need help and need something out of there. So that's the setup that I'm running. The weapon that I'm currently using is the Glock 45. I have a Holosun 508T on it, TLR1 right. I bought this pistol about 1.5 weeks ago, and I used it for the first time this weekend in a competition, and I love the thing. I broke it in for about 35, 40 rounds just to confirm 0 on it the day before the competition, and I ran it this weekend, and it shot straight as an arrow. I love Glock. I love the products. I love Holosuns. I love their optics. So that's what I would primarily tend to use. I do have a Gen 4 Glock 19, and I also own a Zev OZ9C. I'll run that sometimes too. But right now, I'm sticking with the Glock 45. So that's my equipment. That's how I have it set up. That's why I have it set up the way that I do. Any questions? DM, drop a comment.